Welcome, everyone. As generative AI becomes completely baked into our daily workflows, managing its hidden costs is an absolutely crucial new skill. So right up front, I want to officially welcome you to Module 3 of our comprehensive 10-module tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC. This entire curriculum is built specifically for non-technical enterprise employees, basically to help you create safer, more secure, and incredibly cost-effective AI prompts. If you're using AI for your daily tasks, what we're covering today is going to be a massive value add for your workflow and, honestly, for the company's bottom line.
All right, let's get right to it. The focus of today's module is mastering minimization techniques for efficient prompts. Look, as we rely more and more on generative AI, we've got to remember these tools aren't just free, infinite magic boxes. Every single interaction carries weight. So today, we're figuring out how to talk to these systems so you get exactly the professional results you need while keeping those hidden, behind-the-scenes costs on a very tight leash.
Here's our roadmap for the module. First, we'll unpack the actual financial cost of tokens. Then, we'll introduce a really powerful concept called mastering ruthless specificity. After that, we'll compare vague versus precise prompts in a real-world scenario. Fourth, we'll tackle constraining follow-up responses, which is a huge area for waste. And finally, we'll wrap up with our key takeaways.
Starting off with Section 1, the financial cost of tokens. It is so important to view the act of writing a prompt not just as a creative task, but as a direct financial responsibility for the organization. So what exactly are we talking about when we say token minimization? Well, in the AI world, a token isn't always a full word. A token could literally be a single punctuation mark or even a blank space. And every single one of those tiny elements requires compute power to process. Token minimization is the discipline of actively cutting out unnecessary words, spaces, and punctuation from your prompts. The whole goal is to drop those operational costs without ever sacrificing the quality of the output you receive. To put it as plainly as possible, token usage translates directly to operational cost. Behind the scenes, whether we're on a paper token model or a tiered enterprise subscription, there is a meter running. Every prompt you send, every response the AI generates, we are spending resources. Think about it. Sending 5 rambling prompts just to get one usable answer, that is literally burning through the company's budget. But if you craft one well-structured prompt, you get the exact same result at an absolute fraction of the cost.
Which brings us to Section 2 and our main strategy for today, mastering ruthless specificity. This is the big mindset shift you need for cost-effective AI interactions. If there's one minimization technique you take away, it's this idea of ruthless specificity. When you sit down at your keyboard, you simply cannot treat the AI like a coworker who can read between the lines. Instead of vaguely describing your problem and crossing your fingers, you have to state precisely what you need in the fewest necessary words. It's a real balancing act, combining extreme brevity with extreme exactness. Let's move to Section 3, vague versus precise prompts, so you can see exactly how this looks in practice.
This comparison really hits the nail on the head. Imagine starting with a vague prompt like, "Can you help me write something about our new product launch that we could maybe use for customers?" That is full of filler words. The AI has absolutely no idea how long something is or what format you actually want. Now contrast that with the precise version. Write a 100-word product announcement email for new customers introducing our enterprise security software launch. Notice how you're giving it the exact length, the specific format, the audience, and the exact product name. This precise prompt is actually shorter in character count, but it is infinitely more useful. By being that precise, you completely eliminate interpretive guesswork, and that saves immense compute resources. When an AI is fed a vague prompt, it essentially has to guess what you want. It'll often spit out these long, sprawling, generic responses that you just end up throwing in the trash. Dictating the exact parameters completely stops the AI from generating all that wasteful text.
Now let's shift to Section 4, constraining follow-up responses. We're talking about the back-and-forth iteration phase, which is where a ton of tokens get wasted entirely by accident.
Picture this. You've asked the AI to draft a 5-page business memo. It does a great job, but there's just one paragraph on page 3 that needs a tone adjustment. If you just type, "Fix the tone in paragraph 3, the AI is very likely going to rewrite and regenerate the entire 5-page memo just to give you that one little fix. To stop that massive waste, you should adopt this golden rule phrase for your follow-ups. Provide only the revised paragraph, not the full document. The crucial point here is that you have to proactively set a strict length limit on those follow-up responses. Even when you're just making a quick correction, cap the output. This simple constraint acts like a firewall. It literally stops the model from unnecessarily spitting out hundreds or thousands of words when all you needed was a tweak to a tiny fraction of the text. It's an absolute game changer for saving tokens.
All right, that brings us to Section 5, our Module 3 key takeaways. Let's quickly wrap up what we've covered today.
If you only remember 3 things from this module, make it these. Number 1, write lean, precise prompts. Practice that ruthless specificity. Every single word needs to earn its spot in the prompt box. Number 2, always specify the format and length. Tell it you want an email, a bulleted list, or a 50-word summary right off the bat before it starts generating. And number 3, consolidate your instructions. Keep your corrections tightly constrained so you aren't paying the AI to rewrite perfectly good text. Building these habits is going to save the organization serious time and money.
As you return to your desk, I want to leave you with a quick challenge. Next time you open up an AI tool, pause and ask yourself, are you engineering a precise, cost-effective solution, or are you just leaving the meter running and hoping it guesses right? Try applying ruthless specificity to your very next prompt. Thank you so much for joining me for Module 3 of the Virtualization Options LLC Enterprise tutorial.